I recently watched an interview with Dave Gutman, the former CEO of a big prop firm called Top Tier Trader. He shared things that honestly shocked me. It explained why so many prop firms rise fast, make noise for a few months, and then suddenly disappear. And after hearing his side, I realized something simple. Most prop firms don't fail because of bad traders. They fail because of bad business. Let's break this down piece by piece. And by the end, you'll understand how to tell if a prop firm is strong or one step away from collapsing. Before we go deeper, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. It helps a lot, and I post breakdowns like this every week. And if you want the list of my favorite prop firms and promo codes to get cheaper challenges, the link is in the pinned comment. Now let's get into it. Reason number 1. Almost no one in this industry knows how to run a real business. This part shocked me. Dave said many prop firms start with influencers. A tech company builds the back end. They find someone with followers. They say, hey, put your face on this. We'll handle the rest. You'll keep most of the profits. Sounds simple, right? But here's the problem. These people have never managed a real company before. They don't know about budgets, risk, accounting, or even taxes. They only know how to promote. So when payouts start, they realize it's not as easy as selling challenges. Imagine you open a restaurant tomorrow. You know how to cook, but you have no idea how to buy ingredients, pay rent, or manage staff. You might do well for a few weeks, but once the bills come in, it falls apart. That's what happens with most prop firms. They look strong at first, but were built on weak foundations. Reason number 2, they don't own their technology. This is a big one. Almost every prop firm rents the same system from one of 3 or 4 back-end companies. These companies handle everything: accounts, dashboards, metrics, payouts, and even the trading platforms. So every firm is basically selling the same product with different colors and logos. That means if one tech provider goes down, hundreds of firms go down instantly. Top Tier lost its trading license on Dave's first day as CEO. He said the platform company, MetaQuotes, removed their license overnight. That single event cut the company's revenue in half in just one day. Now imagine having a business where one email from a software company can erase half your income. That's how fragile most prop firms are. They don't own the engine that keeps their business running. So when something breaks, they can't fix it. If you've ever seen a prop firm suddenly freeze accounts or delay payouts, now you know why. It's not always their fault, but it's always their problem. Reason number 3, they attract the wrong kind of owners. The way prop firms make money sounds almost too good to be true. There's no big startup cost. You can launch a firm in a few weeks, and you're profitable on day 1. Why? Because traders pay for challenges first. The payouts only happen 6 to 8 weeks later. So for day 1, the business looks like free money. And when something looks like free money, everyone jumps in, including people who shouldn't. That's why in 2023, prop firms were popping up like mushrooms after rain. Almost every influencer was launching one. But here's the hidden trap. When those payouts finally come in, you need cash to cover them. If you don't have good planning, one wave of big payouts can wipe you out overnight. Let's use simple math. Imagine your firm earns $100,000 in challenge sales this month. Traders do well, and in 2 months you owe them $70,000 in payouts. But by then, new sales slowed down. Now you owe more than you earned. Boom, you're done. That's exactly what happened to several large firms. They paid out too much of their income, some up to 75%, while running expensive ads and sponsorships. Once revenue dropped even slightly, the payouts buried them. Dave said healthy firms usually pay between 30 to 40% of their revenue in payouts. Any more than that, and it's a ticking time bomb. Reason number 4, they forget risk management. A good prop firm has to protect itself and the traders at the same time. But many don't have proper risk systems. They wait until problems hit and then start reacting. When one major firm collapsed, Dave said they started using software to automatically detect trader violations. But that software had a 50 to 60% error rate. It was deleting accounts that didn't even break rules. So the Discord exploded with angry traders. Once trust is gone, there's no coming back. Think it like this. If a bank accidentally closes your account by mistake, would you ever go back? Of course not. That's how prop firm reputation works too. One mistake can destroy years of trust. Reason number 5, bad leadership and emotional decision-making. When new prop firms start losing money, many panic. Instead of tightening risk or cutting costs, they make random decisions. They change rules overnight. They delay payouts. They send confusing emails. That makes traders lose confidence. And when traders stop buying challenges, revenue dries up even faster. Dave said at one point, his firm had to ban entire countries because the payout data showed obvious cheating. But they handled it transparently. They refunded everyone. That honesty actually saved their reputation. Meanwhile, other firms just quietly stopped paying traders, and that's when everything blew up. Leadership isn't just about big offices or nice branding. It's about staying calm when things go wrong. Most prop firm founders have never been tested like that. So when trouble comes, they panic and destroy their own company from the inside. Reason number 6, the market keeps changing faster than they can adapt. In just 1 year, the industry went through a chain reaction. Big names collapsed. Others pulled out of certain countries. And now, new regulations are coming fast. Dave predicted that by the end of 2025, around 3 out of 4 firms won't survive. He said regulation is almost certain by 2026. That means licensing costs, compliance checks, and audits. Most small firms simply won't be able to afford it. That's why the future belongs to the ones connected to regulated brokers or those who build their own technology. These are the firms preparing to survive long-term. Reason number 7, traders lost trust. When big firms fail, they don't just lose their own customers. They scare the whole market. Thousands of traders pulled out after my Forex funds and other firms disappeared. That meant fewer new sign-ups everywhere. Even the honest firms suffered. So, ironically, the biggest danger to a prop firm isn't traders failing. It's other firms failing and taking trust down with them. That's why building transparency is now more important than flashy ads or influencer campaigns. Reason number 8, no unique advantage. Since almost all firms use the same backend software, offer the same rules, and copy each other's pricing, there's no reason for traders to stay loyal. If a trader loses one account, they just move to another company the next day. That's why Dave wanted his firm to create its own technology. He said without owning your systems, you can't build anything special. Every improvement you make becomes free for your competitors the next day. That's no way to grow. So when you see a prop firm launch, ask yourself, what makes them different? If the only answer is a new logo or higher payout, that's not innovation. That's a race to the bottom. Reason number 9, they treat payouts like marketing, not math. Some firms highlight giant payouts for promotion. They post screenshots of traders earning 100K or more to look successful. But what they don't tell you is that these payouts cost them far more than the new customers they attract. It's like selling a product at a loss just to brag about how many people bought it. There's nothing wrong with celebrating traders, but there has to be a limit. Otherwise, the same payout that gives them good publicity 1 month becomes the reason they can't pay the next month. A sustainable prop firm treats payouts like any other expense, planned, budgeted, and controlled. That's why only a handful of firms will be standing when this market matures. Reason number 10, the industry is built backwards. Here's what I mean. A normal business starts small, learns, builds systems, and grows slowly. Prop firms do the opposite. They start fast, grow instantly, and try to build systems later. They collect money before they even know how to manage it. And by the time they realize how complex the job really is, it's already too late. So the very structure of the business sets it up for failure from day one. That's why we see the same story repeating. A firm launches, becomes popular in a few months, delays payouts, and then disappears. Until firms start acting like real companies with risk management, proper accounting, and long-term thinking, the cycle won't stop. Now that you understand these 10 reasons, you'll start noticing patterns everywhere. If you see a new firm offering unrealistic payouts or suddenly changing rules, you already know what's going on behind the scenes. They're reacting to problems they don't know how to solve. So next time you choose a prop firm, don't just look at the payouts. Look at who runs it, how long they've been around, and whether they actually build their own systems or just rent them. That alone can save you a lot of time and stress. Before we wrap this up, remember to check the link in the pinned comment. You'll find the best prop firms I recommend and the promo codes to help you save money on your next challenge. Using those links also helps support my work and keeps videos like this coming every week. If you learned something new today, hit that like button and subscribe. I post videos that help traders understand this industry better without the marketing fluff. So to sum it up in one sentence, most prop firms fail because they start like a race car with no brakes. Fast at first, but impossible to control. I'll see you in the next video. Stay smart, stay funded, and keep growing.